All right, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome to the stream. Or if you're watching the pre-stream on YouTube, welcome as well. If you're watching on demand, that is. Today is Saturday. Saturday. Amazing. It's Saturday, February 6th, 2015. Yes, we're almost a full week into February already. And to be quite honest, it's been a slow build. As you know, this week, really nothing going on. No real major releases or anything. We had a DLC pack for Call of Duty, which I enjoyed playing for, about a day. But quite honestly, that's probably about the most I'm going to get out of those DLC packs. Being that, it's just a zombie map and some multiplayer. And quite honestly, I don't really like the multiplayer of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 too much. I like it better than, say, the past couple of years, but I don't like it an awful lot. But I am enjoying the zombie stuff, so that was fun to do for a day, right? And I did wrap up my pacifist run in Undertale, and I'm still continuing on with Yakuza. So not to say that, this first week of February 2016 hasn't been full of new stuff, but it's kind of been slow. No new releases, really, and I think that's all going to change this coming Tuesday. As many of you know, this Tuesday kind of signifies the beginning of the crazy new release marathon. We're going to have the new Naruto game, which I've been waiting for 3 freaking years. We're going to have Unravel, a very unique platformer that I've been looking forward to since E3 last year. If there is room, I'm going to try to squeeze in Firewatch, which is apparently a 5 to 6 hour long puzzle/exploration game. So I am looking forward to a fun week of new gaming this week. And of course then, Street Fighter V the week after, etc., etc. You guys know the drill. I've been talking about this for a few days now, that we're going to have non-stop game releases for quite some time here. So I'm pretty excited for the new stuff coming up. I hope that you will come out and join me for the new games, because I get the feeling you're going to see a lot more action around here. Let's face it, the past few days I've been playing Yakuza 5. Not the most exciting streams, not the most exciting atmosphere around this playthrough. It is for a very non-mainstream audience, and those who are waiting for me to play the new games are kind of biding their time. It all starts Tuesday, so I hope you'll be here for Naruto, and you'll be checking out the Unravel stuff, even though I'm not streaming it right off the bat. I hope that you'll check that out when it goes live on DSPGaming, etc. Also this week, coming up, I may be doing a mini review of Yakuza 5 if I beat it in the next couple of days. I may be doing I am going to be doing a first impressions video of Naruto. I may do a first impressions video of Unravel. When I beat the games, I'll probably be reviewing them. So there's a lot going on. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. If you're not in the know of what's going on, last night I released the new hits of the week. This is the weekly best of, worst of, kind of memorable, funny / highlighted moments montage that I put out every Friday night. It's the third one I've done now. I think it's the best one so far. Every week I feel like this series gets a little better because I'm getting better with the editing and I'm getting better with finding the more interesting highlighted moments. And that went live on KO Gaming last night. That's at youtube.com/KO Gaming 1. So I hope you'll check it out. I'll be honest, I haven't even looked yet to see how many people have watched it and or what they've said. I was too busy to even check it out. I'll probably check it out later today. But hopefully people are liking it. And I love doing the series. As I actually say at the end of the video, I realize these past 3 weeks have just been highlights of almost downtime games. But new games are coming out. And so that series will actually get more interesting now that new games are coming out, right? You're going to see highlights from the hot new games in there rather than just from the stuff that I've been doing as ongoing playthroughs and more downtime stuff. So I think that it should be more exciting. And hopefully you'll check that out when you get a chance. Later today, in fact, after this gameplay stream of Yakuza 5 concludes, I'm going to be uploading a new DSP Tries It over on the King of Hate vlogs. Now, this one is very notable for 2 reasons. Number one, because It is upgraded. I'm using my new modern video editor, the one I've been using for all the video editing this year. If you can believe it, DSP Tries It used to be edited in my old video editor, the one that I was using from like 2010, actually 2009, through like, last year. If you remember, early on last year, I ditched it because it's a piece of crap. I got rid of it, and I started using this new video editor for everything else, but I always had the template for DSP Tries It saved in the old video editor, so I just continued to use it, and it was funny because I was watching back this past week, I was watching back last week's DSP Tries It, alright, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, why is this such a low frame rate? It looks like it's choppy, and I know that my camcorder footage is better than this. Why does it look so choppy? And then I was thinking, I was like, I've been doing DSP Tries It for what? 5 years? 6 years? It's one of my longest running series that I've ever done. Why don't I just give it like 10 minutes of time and try to upgrade it and see if I can make it better? So I did. You're going to see today, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, DSP Tries It is running at a full 60 frames per second. So it's going to be a lot higher quality for those who can handle that quality. I know a lot of people, if you're watching on a mobile device or whatever, sometimes you can't handle it depending on how good your internet is. But it's a full 60 frames per second. I've added background music. It's basically a lot better. It's a lot better. I've upgraded it. It's a big upgrade for DSP Tries It. And I'm going to be doing this in the future with future episodes. Because I think it needs it. It deserves it. It's one of my longest running shows ever. Why didn't I give it an upgrade a long time ago? I don't know. So yeah, you're going to see later today when DSP Tries It releases, it is better. I'd like to hear everyone's feedback. And, hopefully people like it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep using the new video editor now. It's Adobe Premiere Pro, what I use. I have no idea why I didn't use this previously. It's just like blowing my mind that I was so dumb about it. But it should be good. Very nice. So, yeah, so that's coming out later today. For the next few days, we're just focusing on Yakuza. I've told everyone this. Today, 3.5 hour stream of Yakuza 5 gameplay. Tomorrow, 3.5 hour stream of Yakuza 5 gameplay. And fingers crossed, all right, that if I do one more stream on Monday, that will finish up the game. Because right now I'm in chapter 3 for Shinada. And I get the feeling that there's probably maybe one more major chapter for him here. That's probably going to take one more stream. And I figure I could finish up Shinada's story. Then I'm sure we're going to head to the end game finale, which is a few hours usually. At least for Yakuza 4 it was a few hours. So I'm hoping I can finish this up. Because what I'd like to do, ideally what I would like to do, is finish Yakuza 5 on my first stream on Monday. And then what I'd like to do is a mini review of Yakuza 5 Monday night. Because let's face it, everyone, Yakuza 5 is not a new game. This game has actually been out in Japan since 2012. Yeah, it's a 4-year-old game in Japan. It just released on December 8th in the United States. Okay? So it's only two months old here. And if I finish it up on Monday, I would like to do a mini review where at least I give my overall thoughts about the game, especially comparing it to the previous Yakuza 4, letting you know what I think in comparison. So we'll see. I will let everyone, know if I have time to do it. We'll have to see. Worst case scenario, if I don't finish this game on first stream Monday, I'm doing a second stream, and I'm trying to finish it. Because I need to finish Yakuza before the new release is on Tuesday. I can't have this going on and being a lingering playthrough. Alright? I just can't. I don't want it to be lingering and never finish. So, as you can hear, I'm still got the nasal drip. It's still bothering me. It's actually a little better today than it's been the past few days. But it's still bothering me, and I apologize for that. Alright, what else? What else is going on? Not too much. Not too much, quite honestly. You're just kind of going with the flow here and trying to finish up all these ongoing projects and stuff. In time for the new releases next week. Sunday night, I will not only be releasing the weekend preview, which will explain how I'm going to cover all these new games this coming week. But in addition, I'm also going to be letting everyone know on Patreon who pledged to my Patreon in the month of January what exactly is going on with their perks. I'm going to need information from certain people, so I'll be sending private messages on Patreon. I'll also be setting up the thread by which patrons who pledged $5 or more in January will be nominating the next Patron's Choice playthrough, which we hit the goal for in January. It's happening. There will be a Patron's Choice playthrough coming up. We're actually over the course of February. The patrons will be nominating, and then in March, the first week or two of March, they'll be voting, and then by mid-March, we'll be starting up the Patron's Choice playthrough. I'm pretty excited, because the past 3 Patron's Choice playthroughs were all big successes, very fun and original experiences for me, and I'm looking forward to what people are saying, they would like to see me do for the next one, all right? So that's Sunday night. If you're a patron from January, Sunday night, keep your eyes and ears peeled on Patreon.com. I'll probably be messaging you if I need info from you to get you your perks, okay? And outside of that, the only other thing to talk about on pre-stream today, if you're not aware, ladies and gentlemen, Twitter. Lots of controversy around Twitter right now. And this would be something that I'd probably be doing a reaction video to, except that, number one, it's pure speculation. It's not a 100% confirmed thing. And number two, right now I'm so busy with gaming and everything else that I'm doing that I don't have time to do a reaction video, so we'll see. But right now there's a strong rumor, there's a story released by BuzzFeed.com last night, that this week Twitter will be adopting a new algorithm. This algorithm is no longer going to be, when you look at Twitter, you get to see tweets in reverse chronological order, meaning you get to see tweets from the newest to the oldest, which is technically what you would want to see, right? You go on Twitter, you're following certain people, you want to see the tweets from people who you're following from the newest to the oldest. Makes sense. Perfect, like a timeline, right? Twitter now, apparently, according to BuzzFeed, is going to change to a new algorithm by which it is not going to be reverse chronological order, it's going to be by most popular tweets. And there's a lot of speculation here that, unfortunately, what's going to happen is celebrities who get everything they fucking say on Twitter retweeted and fucking, favorited, that basically those are going to be going right to the top, and you're not going to be able to see anyone else's tweets. And the concern here is that Twitter has been a different kind of social media. Very different from, say, Facebook and stuff like that. Because it's almost been a reactionary news source. When there's an event going on, like there's a new television show, there's an award show, there's a big press conference, right? There's world news going on, breaking news. You can easily search in reverse chronological order, by the way, for people tweeting about topics, and you can get news a lot of the times before the news outlets even report the news. It's a really cool social thing that people have really grown to love. That's kind of the catch. That's the catch of Twitter. That's what makes them unique. And if Twitter goes to, only what's more popular gets to the top of your feed, you're going to see, a Justin Bieber tweet, a fucking new One Direction tweet, Miley Cyrus fucking took her clothes off again. Kim Kardashian's a whore. You're going to see the same shit at the top of your Twitter feed every day that you don't give a fuck about. You're going to probably see ridiculous amounts of promoted tweets, and you're never going to actually get to see anything from anyone you care about. And so basically Twitter is going to be completely overnight transformed. Now, like I said, this is a rumor, first of all. We're not 100% sure this is the truth. Number two, there's actually been another rumor saying that this is completely optional, that you will now have the ability to sort either by the old school reverse chronological order, or you'll be able to do the new style and you'll have the option to go between it. So right now, there's no confirmation really on anything. There's just a lot of chaos on Twitter because of everything going on. All right? So, the bottom line is, it's a lot of hoopla over something that may or may not even happen. And that's why I don't go too nuts about stories like this. However, The hashtag RIP Twitter, so basically rest in peace Twitter, has about 1 million tweets and growing. Everyone is tweeting about this on Twitter, saying if Twitter does this and they enforce it and they make it mandatory, fuck Twitter, we're not using it anymore. Because we don't want to do this. You know, this is what Twitter is. Twitter is something so different from a business like Facebook. You know, go on Facebook, 90% of the shit you see on Facebook now is promoted tweets, or excuse me, promoted posts, placed advertisements and product placements, celebrity shit you don't care about. That's why so many people don't care about Facebook anymore. Facebook used to be huge. Now the only people who are lingering on Facebook are basically people who are behind the times. Lots of people have jumped to other social media, whether it's Instagram or Twitter or whatever. You know, everyone's jumping to other forms of social media because Facebook is very quickly becoming the MySpace of the internet. An outdated way to go about social media. Okay? So, I don't know if any of this is true. The bottom line, though, is for me. How will this affect me? As you guys and gals know, Twitter is a main source of information when it comes to a way for me to communicate with you. I let you know daily what's going on with me. I let you know about both business and personal stuff on Twitter. I share my thoughts not only on gaming, but on my schedule, but also non-business wise. I let you know about what's going on if I'm out doing something fun, if I'm watching a TV show or a movie and I'm really liking it. Twitter's the place where I react and I interact with you. And even my schedule, my business schedule, every day I post it at night and I pin it to my Twitter account so that you know what's going on with me and you know if there's any updates or whatever besides what I put into the weekend preview. So the bottom line is, if this fucks up, and here I am, with my 20-some thousand Twitter followers. I don't even know how many I have because I don't even check anymore, quite honestly. But, I got 20-some thousand Twitter followers. And probably outside, let's face it, most of those are probably bots. So let's say, for the sake of argument, I have 7,500 active Twitter followers, right? What if all of a sudden you can't see my tweets anymore? Because they fucked up the whole site. Well, then obviously I'm going to have to find another way to basically kind of, spread the word about stuff. I mean, it's that simple. I'm not going to keep using a website that is not really set up to allow you to see what you want to see. If you're following me on Twitter because you want to know what I'm doing with my schedule and stuff, and now you're not going to get it anymore, all you're going to get is some fucking overbearing celebrity bullshit, then I'm going to stop using Twitter. I'll probably go to Instagram or I'll go to something else. I already have an Instagram. I'll find something else. I'll find another way, okay? And the bottom line is this. I don't know how many of you know this. I mentioned this last year, and a lot of people completely fucking lied about what I said. I said that Twitter does not really turn a profit. That Twitter, the investors of Twitter, the people who invested in Twitter and have stock in it, are very angry because the company is not making the money. Now, I did say last year that Twitter has never turned $1 of profit. That is incorrect. The truth is that they do turn profit, but the profit gets reinvested right back into the company. So if you're actually a stockholder of Twitter, you make almost no money. So, if you're a stockholder, the bottom line is you're probably trying to make money, and Twitter is not making anyone any money. So Twitter stockholders are pissed that this company is huge, right? Everyone talks about Twitter. Take a look at television. Every TV show, hashtag this and, tweet this, and everyone's into social media. Why can't Twitter make money? And the bottom line is because when they made Twitter, they weren't thinking about that, which is good because they ended up finding a new thing that became part of our society. But now, of course, it's a business, so we got to make a profit. We got to fucking ruin it. And I almost guarantee you that's what this whole thing is about. Well, we got to make those popular tweets show up at the top of everyone's feed so that way everyone will see, the new fucking shoes that this model is pushing, or, the new television show from Fox, so that we can sell those as advertisements and make money. It's pathetic, because that's not what it's supposed to be. It's kind of like YouTube. YouTube was supposed to be, at its inception, a way for people to share their creativity, to share their talent with the world, even though they don't have any production budget. So, you're a great singer, or you can really make a funny skit, or you're a comedian, or you're great at gaming, and you want to share that with the world, but you don't have anyone to invest tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in you to make a super highly produced television show slash DVD movie or whatever, right? YouTube's the place where you used to be able to go to get noticed. Not anymore, because YouTube completely changed. They changed from that into, oh look, the only people who get noticed on YouTube are the ones who've gone viral, who have bajillions of views. They're the only ones that show up in related videos. They're the only ones that show up in YouTube search. They show up in fucking promoted this, promoted that, in the search results. And no one on YouTube can really get noticed anymore, because YouTube has changed to go completely fucking commercial. And that's what Twitter looks like it's trying to do. Seriously. That's what it looks like. They're well, fuck that. We don't care that this has become a news source. It's been a way for people to interact. It's a way for people to follow other people who they find interesting. We don't care about that anymore. We gotta make money. So we're gonna ruin our fucking business by making it all about money. Only the super duper popular tweets will make it where you'll see them, and everyone else gets shoved to the bottom of the barrel because you're all the unimportant peons who don't make us money. Fucking ridiculous. And it's another thing, just another example of technology, advancing and society advancing and having some good intentions behind it. And then when it becomes commercial, it's all about the money. It gets ruined. Now, like I said, this is all speculation. All speculation. A lot of people criticize BuzzFeed as a website that likes to stir drama up, just so for the sake of stirring drama up and getting clicks on their fucking page, and the fact that a lot of the things that they say are not true. So maybe it's completely wrong. Maybe it's not what's being instituted next week, and we'll all have a good laugh when it turns on and we find out it's something silly or stupid, and it really doesn't affect anyone. But I'm just throwing that out there that if this does happen, plan on hearing from me and somewhere else, because I'm not going to stay on a social media site that is promoting people who gives a fuck about what energy drink fucking Leonardo DiCaprio drank before he fucking jerked off and then went and shot a movie. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I like sharing my life with others and having social interaction, and that's what Twitter's about. It's not about just because you're a famous celebrity, now you're at the top of everyone's fucking feed. Fuck that shit. I don't follow any celebrities. Zero. Because I don't give a fuck. So anyway, I digress. That's only really the big hot topic for today. I wanted to talk a little bit about it before we got started. I think the stream chat's dead. I haven't seen anyone type anything in the stream chat for Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, someone in the stream chat finally said something. I was like, why is no one in the stream chat talking for like 3 minutes? And then someone said something, so maybe I just had a little blip there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I certainly don't want to be the one who stirs up the drama, because, BuzzFeed is BuzzFeed. Sometimes they're full of shit. So we'll see. But, let's hope for the best. Because when on your own fucking site, right, your own business, the biggest trend on your business is rest in peace your business, because there's rumors that you're going to make a change that no one wants, that's a bad sign. I'm just saying. All right, well. All right, everyone. That's enough gabbing from me. Right now, we're going to jump back into Yakuza 5. Now, if you were watching me play Yakuza 5 yesterday, whether on stream or you got caught up on YouTube, I was very grumpy. I was very grumpy at the end of the stream yesterday because I fucked up. Somehow I managed to not save after a pretty lengthy portion of gameplay. Don't ask me how I managed not to save. I mean, I have no idea. And then I had to redo about, 15 minutes of story-based kind of cutscenes and shit. I had to get through it. I had to rush through it again. And so today what we're doing, we're resuming where I left off yesterday. I'm not grumpy anymore, so that's good, right? I got the grumps out of me here. And I'm going to resume where I was. What we're going to do, I'm going to go sell my stuff at the pawn shop again. I'm going to go to the weapons vendor again. I'm going to trade shit in. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to try to get that lightsaber weapon again, which I had, and then I somehow fucking sold it back to the guy or something. I don't know what happened. I'm going to be a lot more careful But the good news is I did fucking save right before. And then once that's done, once we're done with the weapons vendor, then we're going to head over and continue with the weapons training. Okay, and then when that's done, I believe there's one other side mission to do, and then we're going to progress with the story. But the good news is, I think we're nearing the end of Shanada's story, excuse me. Pretty confident we are. Only because there's been so much of it. Like yesterday was a good 2-hour chunk of the stream was story that I was locked into. I couldn't even get out of it. It just kept going and going and going. So I think if I continue with his story, there's probably like 2 more major branches of it, maybe like an hour's worth, and then we're going to probably move into the final portion of the game. So that's the agenda. As we start here, we're going to go pawn shop, weapons vendor, weapon training, final side content, and then to the story. And I get the feeling maybe we'll finish up with Shahada today. I don't know. I'm not confirming that because I don't know. I haven't played the game before. But it's probably a good chance we're going to get pretty far. And if I don't finish it today, I'll probably be finishing it tomorrow. And then we can go into the final portion of the game starting tomorrow. Fluttershy is best pony in the stream chat for the past day has been saying, Phil, get a spiked bat. It's called Negan's Lucille or something. I don't know if you were watching when I was at the weapons vendor yesterday, but I basically got as much as I could. And I don't have enough money to upgrade the vendor to get that bat. So maybe if I find a lot more money or I go into random fights and I get more things that'll make me more money, I could do it. But right now I don't have enough to do it. So it was not an option. The highest level weapon I could make was that lightsaber thing. So, alright. So, that's enough gabbing for me. Let's get started with Yakuza 5. And let's get that show on the road. Alright? Thank you for watching the pre-stream, whether you watch it on stream or on YouTube, on demand. And let's do this.